Dwight here with Retro Crypto. Another exciting, unpredictable day in the crypto world. Before we get started, I just want to remind everybody watching this video, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just some guy out there on the internet who loves cryptocurrency. Now, with that said, without further ado, what does that saying even mean, guys? Who knows? But anyway, moving forward, today's market looks much healthier than it did yesterday. But will I say it's healthy? That depends on who you are. If you longed or shorted the market, if you brought the dip, all that good stuff. If you brought the dip, I want to say congratulations. You are a true crypto. I don't want to call you a guide, but you're a true crypto player. If you didn't buy the dip, maybe next time. But remember, you want to buy on bad news, sell on good news. So whenever you see green across the board and everything looks like it's going for the moon, maybe that's the point you should take some profit. You don't got to take all the profit, but you should take a chunk, maybe 10%, 20%, 50, whatever you work out in your system, because it has to be your system and it has to be something that you're comfortable with. But with all that said, Bitcoin right now is at 51,000, and today is December 7th, Eastern Standard Time at 1:18 p.m., just so you know. But Bitcoin is at 51,000. Ethereum is at 4327. As you can see here, things are up from where it was yesterday. Polkadot is up substantially at 13.7% from yesterday. That's not bad. Terra is up 11.7%. Hey guys, don't sleep on Luna Terra. Make sure you guys keep an eye on this one because this one's supposed to be a real player. And I brought a little bag of it, a couple thousand, and I'm so glad I did when I brought it. Uh, but the market's looking much healthier than it was yesterday. Crow's making another comeback. Um, been hearing a lot about Litecoin, but it kind of stays the same. But you see that the market's definitely making a comeback today, much better than yesterday. I mean, the blood was all over the place. Everything was red. Now we got a combination of red and green, almost getting a little Christmas feeling here. All right, so what we want to talk about today, guys, is Hex and Cardano. But first, let's take a peek at Hex. Hex right now is at 14 cents, down substantially from his all-time high. We're not even going to play around with this right now because it's just depressing. What the heck? We'll fix it. Here we go. So his all-time high was up here at 50 cents. But, it'll make a comeback. I have full faith in Hex. It's going to make a lot of people's dreams come true. I'm down substantially, just like many other people are, and I'm not even worried about it. I just know that I have to be patient. Patience is the key in this game. But yeah, Hex definitely is on a roller coaster ride right now. And let's see what we got here. It looks like it's selling out right here around 14, 13 cents. So only time will tell. I know some people are predicting it to go down to 10 cents, but it's hard to say. Uh, yeah, so that's where Hex is right now. And Cardano is my other all-time favorite. I have such a crush on Charles Hoskinson. He's so dreamy. Just playing, guys. But seriously, Charles Hoskinson's a good dude. When you watch his AMAs on YouTube, they've always been honest. That's actually what sold me on his project. I would say about 3 years ago. I've been following Charles Hoskinson very closely. I kind of wish I brought more like everybody else, but he's the real deal, and he speaks the truth. And that's also why I like Richard Hart. There's a very strong similarity between the two, even though most people don't like to admit so. But all right, so let's take a peek over here. We see Cardano is holding out at $1.40. It had dropped as low as, wow, 125. So yeah, we're very far from our all-time high, but it'll come back. It got up to 309. It's gonna go well past 309, guys. You just gotta be patient. Be patient. Patient is key. All right, now moving forward to today, the things that motivated me on this video today. This first thing here is a tweet. This person's the Hexican. He tweeted, "Good morning, Godfather Richard Hartwin. If possible, can you clarify whether the fork will happen before the pulse swap sacrifice?" Richard Hart response was, "Before ending year is best, I think." So a little bit of hopium, a little bit of trying to I can't think of the right word, so I'm gonna go with hopium. Speculation. There you go. A little bit of speculation. But it looks like this tweet, Richard Hart was saying that the fork should happen before the end of December. So you're talking it is the 7th. The end of the month is the 31st. I'm gonna do this math. I hope I don't mess it up. That should be 24 days. So sometime in the next 24 days, hopefully, the uh hex. I mean, I'm sorry. Richard Hart will be forking the Ethereum blockchain and creating the Pulse chain. Considering the testnet's already up and running. Now, again, that's speculation. I'm just going through tweets, what I see on Twitter. By the way, if you're not on Twitter, you need to be on Twitter. That's where the action is in the crypto world. If you claim to be in the crypto world and you're not on Twitter, you really don't know what you're doing. Not to be insulting, but Twitter was the hub since 2017. Please get your account on Twitter. And while you're there, follow me. I would appreciate it. But okay, moving forward, guys. So that's a little bit of hopium that with that tweet from Richard Hart. And he only lets out little signals like this when he's very pragmatic. Not pragmatic. Forget the big words. He's very he thinks about things before he says it or tweets them out. So I think he wants people to realize it'll be before the end of the year because everybody asks the same question every day, and that's when. All right. Now, the next thing that I saw online was a release from BiTrue or BiTrue. I call it BiTrue. Um, HEX is a ERC20 token launched on the Ethereum network. HEX is designed to be a store of value to replace certificate deposit and blockchain counterpart financial product used in traditional financial markets. Wait a minute, we already know this. So let me get to the point where I want to tell you this. All right, after successfully passing through our BTR vote process, HEX is coming to BiTrue today. So that's cool. HEX is now going to be on BiTrue, and it looks like it's going to be paired up against the USDT, also known as a tether, which is good news. Now, I wouldn't jump up and down over this because I did a little bit of research into BiTrue, and they're ranked number 67 on CoinMarketCap. So it's far from the bottom of exchanges, but is also far from the top. Now, granted, let's see how far down these go. I never really look at this. Yeah, it's far from the top, but it's not definitely not the bottom. I checked to see if it was actually paired up against Hex on CoinGecko and etc., but it's not there yet. But it's still good news from the marketplace, and hey, adoption. More exchanges carrying Hex instead of us having to go to Uniswap, paying exorbitant prices to Ethereum. But moving on. All right. Now, before we jump over to SundaeSwap and what I want to talk about that with Cardano, before we do this, please take a moment. If you're liking the video, please hit that like button. It helps me out so much. And once you're done hitting that like button, hit the subscribe. And once you're done subscribing, you might as well hit to be notified. It'll help me out immensely with YouTube, and it'll spread the word. They'll start showing my videos to more people, help the channel grow, help me grow. And I would really appreciate it. Now, moving on to Cardano. Cardano's news, it's not really news, it's just something that I've known for a long time, and I don't think a lot of people out there understand this. They're staking, but they don't really understand staking. So what I did was, SundaeSwap, if you don't know, SundaeSwap is running their test net right now, and they're working out the bugs. They're not going to be the first DEX on the Cardano blockchain because Muesli Swap actually beat SundaeSwap to the punch. I actually did a video on that yesterday, but I do think SundaeSwap's going to be the huge player. They're the one everybody's waiting for, like to be the pancake swap or the uni swap of Ethereum, pancake swap of the Binance Smart Chain. You get the idea. They're going to be the SundaeSwap of Cardano. But in order to get the SundaeSwap tokens, where if you were around back then, Uniswap did a they just did an airdrop. I remember it was a Sunday. And I don't remember the exact amount of tokens I received. I think it was like 3,000. It was a lot, guys. And it was like, hey, Laura, I was talking to my wife. I was like, hey, I think I got like $4,000. What the heck? And sure enough, it was really there. I'm used to usually getting disappointed when you get these airdrops, but this was the real deal when Uniswap did it. But SundaeSwap's not doing it that way. What SundaeSwap is doing is they did a I don't want to go into too much because it's already done, but they're running it through the stake pool operators, SPOs, and basically they had everybody have the ability to vote for which SPOs can be used, and the ones that they choose, what you got to do is you're going to stake your Cardano through these SPOs here, and this looks like it's 1 through 30, and then they have 10 on backup, and you're going to stake through these SPOs. Now the trick is when you're choosing these SPOs, they're not all the same. So you have to actually understand what you're looking at. And when I say that, I'm going to go over to here. There's two ways of doing this that I use, and I've been using it ever since Cardano went live with their staking. And you have Cardano Pool Tool.io, which is not my favorite. I personally prefer AdaPools.org. And what I would do here is, like, I don't know if you watched my video yesterday, but if you get a chance, please do. I was talking about I'm going to go with CCV for my staking pool to get the airdrop. They're not really airdrops, but to get rewarded SundaeSwap tokens as during the epochs with Cardano. But like here, I'll type in CCV. Okay, you hit CCV, enter, and then you're made to look stupid because nothing happens. Oh, yes, it did. I'm sorry, guys. All right, so you'll see CCV right here. Now, CCV4 is not listed yet for some reason, but I did manage to find it yesterday. But like CCV1, that's the original CCV3, you'll notice that the lifetime return on investments, 4.42%. The lifetime returns with their staking pools. This one's at 53 million. There's still some space. CCV3 is at 58.57 million. That's almost full. 60 million, it's considered oversaturated at 60 million. You want to stay away from that. And then over here, you'll have the minted blocks, the blocks that is minted, the lifetime luck minted estimate stake on returns. And then you have the fees, which they charge 3% plus 340 as a fixed price. That's all of them. Now, my problem with this is that I hate paying that 3%. Like up until recently, I did Hyper, and I absolutely loved Hyper. But Hyper charged 0% fees. I was much happier with that. But Capital Venture, was it Capital Venture? I can never say the name of it. But CCV, he has a very large YouTube channel, and to me, it matters. To you, it may not. But he's a Christian, and I trust the guy. I think he is legit. And I feel that he'll keep his pools up and running, which is most important of all. But you guys want to utilize this tool to look at some of these. So don't just jump into one, because some of them I thought were pretty dang expensive. Like let's do SIPO real quick here. You get a feel for this. SIPO. So SIPO is not bad. 2.5, 340. Ugh, look at this here. That's pretty low though, in my opinion. So we'll jump over here. Let's do another one. Now we're getting it. Let's do Wave 7. I bet Wave 7 is packed because it's at the top of this chart. Wave 7. Wave 7 makes me look dumb. There's a Wave 9. It's probably the same thing. And look at this. This is over. You can tell it's oversaturated right here. When you hit over 60 million, it starts getting penalized. So you want to be real careful with that. But I think you guys get the idea. I'm going to do one more. Let's look at Bloom. Remember looking at Bloom last night. That looks nice right there with the percentages. Very nice. But look, right here, this Bloom is oversaturation, but it looks like you can use this one still. And then the fees are a bit high. But hopefully you understand what's going on, and you want to use these two tools. I'm going to leave a link for those if you don't know about them already. I'm going to leave a link for those in the description portion of the video. Now, that's pretty much all for today. Just remember, guys, you don't take a loss until you sell, and don't necessarily listen to others. You got to listen to yourself. You got to follow your heart. And with all that said, don't forget to like my channel, the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And until next time, stay happy, stay blessed, and most of all, stay profitable.